Hello and welcome to Uncle Maths Online Academy. Today we have polynomial and we are going to talk about multiplication and division of polynomials. In the previous class, we introduced the concept of polynomial and also talked about addition and subtraction of polynomials. So let's go straight to multiplication and division of polynomials. If you want to multiply polynomials, what we do is we create what we call a FOIL. That is, we bracket the first polynomial and the second polynomial, multiply every term in the first polynomial by the terms in the second polynomial, and we get the products. For instance, if you have 2x plus 1 times 4x squared plus x. Now if you want to solve this solution, we are going to get 2x plus 1, we bracket this, and then 4x plus x, 4x squared plus x, we bracket this. Then we multiply every term in the first bracket by the terms in the second bracket. That is, we multiply this by this, use it to multiply this, then this one, multiply it by this, use it to multiply this also. So what we are going to have is 2 times 4 here, that is the coefficient times coefficient, and then the variable times variable. 2 times 4 is 8, then the variable x times x raised to the power 2. Now remember, in indices, if you have x raised to the power a times x raised to the power b, it is going to give us, we just take 1x, since we have the same variable, we take 1x, it becomes x raised to the power a plus b. So if you have multiplication, we add the powers. So this becomes 8x raised to power. The x here, anything on its own is to power 1. So this x is x raised to power 1, and this x is x raised to power 2. That means x raised to power 1 plus x raised to power 2, which is 1 plus 2, which is 3. Now plus 2x times x. The coefficient of x here is 1, which is 2 times 1, which is now 2. Now coefficient of x here is 1, 1, 1, now which is 1 plus 1, x raised to the power 2, now plus 1 times 4x raised to the power 2 is 4. Now there is no variable in the first term, so we bring down the variable in the second term, which is x raised to the power 2. Then 1 times x is equal to plus coefficient of x here is 1, which is 1, and then the variable, there's no variable in the second one, which is now, we bring down the variable in the second one. There's no variable in the first one, we bring down the variable in the second one, which is 1x. The 1x is the same thing as writing it as a x. Now if there are like terms, we collect them together, but here there are no like terms, so this becomes the answer. The answer is 8x raised to the power 3 plus 2x raised to the power 2 plus 4. This is 2x raised to the power 2x raised to the power 3 x, okay, 2x times this, okay, 2x raised to the power 2, okay. So we have like terms, so we are going to add 2x raised to the power 2 and 4x raised to the power 2. We are now going to have 8x raised to the power 3 plus 6x raised to the power 2, 6x raised to the power 2 plus x. So this becomes the answer. If there are like terms, we collect them and add. If there are no like terms, we leave the answer like that. Here there are like 10, so we collect it and then we get the final answer. So this is how to do multiplication of polynomial. Now division, if you want to do division of polynomial, we use long division method, and in the method we do three things. Number one is that we do division, then we do multiplication, multiply, and then three, we do subtraction. These three things are involved in the long division of polynomial. Every polynomial has, if we are doing division, it has the dividend, the divisor, and quotients. What we are dividing is called the dividend. What is dividing it is called the divisor, and the answer we are getting is the quotient. Now, in doing this long division, you divide, first of all, you divide the dividend by the divisor to get a quotient. Now, use the quotient and times the terms in the divisor. When you times it, you will get some values. Subtract those values from the dividend, and then if the answer is not 0, 0, you continue to divide until you get 0, 0, or you get something you cannot divide again. Now, for instance, if you have something like, if you have 4x minus 4 divided by x plus 1, 4x plus 4, let's say 4x plus 4 divided by x plus 1. Now, to do this, we create this column, we write the dividend, which is something, the one we are dividing, the polynomial we are dividing, we write it inside this column, 4x plus 4. The one that is dividing it, which is the divisor, we write it here, x plus 1. Now, we take this x, use it to divide the 4x. 4x divided by x, this cancels this, so we get 4. Now we write the 4x as a quotient on top of this. Now use the quotient and times the divisor again. 4 times x, we get 4x. We write it under this one, under the 4x. Now 4 times 1, we get plus 4. Now we subtract 4x minus 4x, we get 0. 4 minus 4, we get 0. So there's nothing to divide again. So the answer is 4. That is the quotient. So 4x plus 4 divided by x plus 1 will give us 4. That is the answer. Now, example 2. Example 2. If you have 6x raised to power 2 plus 2x minus 1 divided by 2x raised to power 2 plus x. Now, what you are going to have is divided by, okay, or this of let's say that we have this here. Now we are going to have, okay, let me say that we have 2x raised to power 2 plus x. Let's say we have minus 1 again. Okay, let's just make it a long one. So we are now going to have solution. We are going to have, we create the column 6x raised to power 2 plus 3x minus 1, and then the divisor is 2x raised to power 2 plus x minus 1 minus 1. So we take the first term here and divide it by this. So it's going to be 6x raised to power 2 divided by 2x raised to power 2. This divided by this and this divided by this, you get 3. So we have 3. Now we have 3 times the divisor. 3 times 2x raised to power 2, we get 6x raised to power 2. 3 times x, we get plus 3x, and 3 times minus 1, we get minus 3. We get minus 3. So we now do subtraction. This minus this will give us 0. This minus this will give us 0. Minus 3 minus 1 minus this one is minus 1 minus 3, which is minus 1 minus 3. That will give us minus 1 plus 3, which is plus 2. Now plus 2. The divisor cannot divide plus 2, so we leave it like this. Now we say that our answer is 3 plus 2. 3 remainder 2, not this plus. 3 plus remainder 2. We cannot add the remainder here as plus. We write it as 3 remainder 2 because it is something we cannot divide. This thing is actually 2 divided by this divisor. So our final answer is 3 remainder 2. 3 remainder 2. So that is the answer for this polynomial. So this is how to do division and multiplication of polynomials.